When choosing a retirement village, it's important to think about the future. Many villages offer continuum of care, which means you can access higher levels of care on-site as your needs change. In New Zealand, aged care is provided at 4 levels based on a formal needs assessment. These include rest home level care for people who can no longer live independently and need help with daily tasks like meals, medication and personal care. The next is hospital care for those who need a much higher level of medical support. There are also specialised secure units for people who need dementia or psychogeriatric level care. Not every village offers all care levels, and the same goes for accommodation options. Generally, there are 3 main room types. The first is standard rooms. These are usually single rooms and are fully subsidised by the government if you meet the asset and income thresholds. However, standard rooms are becoming less common in care homes attached to retirement villages, especially in newer developments. A more common option is a premium room. The term premium simply means the room has extra features over and beyond what is required under the age-related residential care agreement, which is a legal agreement between Health New Zealand and aged care providers. For example, it might be slightly larger or have an ensuite. Residents pay a premium room fee for these rooms, which does vary widely depending on the care home and the room itself. If you qualify for government funding, your subsidy will still cover the accommodation cost, but the premium room fee needs to be paid privately. Finally, there are care suites. These are the largest accommodation option and are typically a studio or 1-bedroom apartment with a small kitchenette, lounge area and an ensuite. Some villages also offer service apartments, which act as a bridge between independent living and full-time care. In a service apartment, you still live independently but receive support such as meals, laundry and cleaning. In some cases, if your care needs increase, you may be able to stay in your apartment depending on what the village can provide. For example, some villages can deliver rest home level care in a service apartment, but if you needed hospital or dementia level care, you may still need to move into a room within the care home or another facility that offers these higher levels of care. A common question is what happens when couples need different levels of care. If the village has a care home, then one partner can remain living independently while the other moves into higher levels of care. But the thing to consider here is cost. If one partner remains in the home, then the capital from that home isn't released, so the cost would need to come from other savings or income. When it comes to care suites, the financial arrangements can be a bit more complex, especially if it's purchased under an occupation right agreement. If you already hold an occupation right agreement for an independent living home, it's important to check how the transfer will be managed, particularly how the deferred management fee will apply. In most cases, 2 separate deferred management fees are charged. One on the independent living home, which stops on the date of the transfer, and another on the care suite, which starts under the new agreement. The deferred management fee for a care suite may also accrue more quickly than it does for an independent living home. Transitioning from independent living into higher levels of care can feel complex, but the key is to ask the right questions. What levels of care are available? What room types can be offered? And what cost do you need to understand? Especially if you're moving into a care suite and transferring from one occupation right agreement to another.